said it's from tomorrow because he mentioned 28th date. So I was like,
Okay, now I get it. So 28th should be an IST, yeah? If I'm not wrong, you're from East Coast?
I am at CST.
You're at CST. Okay.
So if we get a proper, timing thing every day, what time will be available, that will be helpful for me.
Okay. Shravani, can we have it at this, please? Because I don't want Abhida to face any problem on the timing. Okay. So, Abhida, yeah, before we get started, right, just wanted to know what time is really convenient for you?
Uh, every day I'm at CST. So CST timings 9:30 or 9. After 9, anything is fine.
After 9
So
every
I don't know what time zone you are in and
No,
what will be
I'm
flexible for you.
yeah, I'm an IST. And now if I see your time is somewhere around 9:45 p.m. around this time, you're good. 9:30 p.m. you're good.
Yeah, 9:30 I'm good. So you are available at my 9:30 a.m., right?
9:30,
9:30 p.m.
yeah, 9:30 p.m. And probably 1 or 2 days I may not be available because of my meeting overlaps, but I'll keep you posted on those days. Does that work?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, Avida, can I get an intro about yourself? And probably after that, I'll quickly share about who am I and what we're gonna do here.
Okay. Introduction about myself. My name is Adiba Anjum and I'm from India, Hyderabad. I came here to do my master's in IT from Trine University. I graduated in December from Trine University in MSIS course.
Okay.
Right now, I was just looking for jobs and trying to get into IT basically.
Okay. Do you have any IT experience?
Not really. I worked in India, but I worked as a customer service, vendor management, data management at that side, but not really into
Okay.
IT.
Okay. Makes sense. Because I'm trying to understand, like, how I can start framing you up accordingly and give the training.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, not much knowledge about IT because I did my bachelor's in from ECE, Electronics and Communication.
Okay.
So totally from a different background and master's into different. So that's why.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, Adiba, I'll just give a quick introduction about myself. Myself, Tarun, and I have around 13 years of experience. I'm associated with the SSIT for past 1 year, and we have done lots of trainings. We have successfully made many folks here as a Scrum Master. And yeah, and coming to myself,
So like
Mhm.
you professionally do the trainings in Scrum Master itself, or you do like trainings in other field also?
In Scrum Master. Okay. So before that, right now we just okay. What we do here is we train the Scrum Masters how the work would be, what kind of roles and responsibilities he will be handling, and
Mm-hmm.
what his nature of work would be in a real time, and what kind of scenarios he will be going through, what are the most, and what would be expected from him in an industry, say it from an interview standpoint, and also say it in the real life work experience standpoint. So we train the Scrum
Okay.
Master such that, the person can become a Scrum Master after this training. Okay. And he would be easily able to, clear the interview if the candidate dedicates his time for us for the next 25 to 30 sessions. Just go through the syllabus and the notes what we share. And we are 100% sure, right? The candidate should be able to easily clear the interview at any given point of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you are dedicated towards the Scrum Master training, because I think did I spoke to you last time?
I
I
doubt
didn't see
that.
the time a name on that.
No,
Maybe
I
I'm
doubt.
not.
This is the first class that I'm doing it with you.
Oh, okay. So because initially I spoke with another person, so I thought that he is taking the training, but I guess you have like other specialization people who train
Yeah,
in.
should be the case. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. And also, yeah, just to give you more insight, like I am a CSM, PSM2 and SAFE ASM certified. Okay. And
Okay.
we'll just quickly go through the syllabus, what you would be working on. I mean, what we will be learning here. Okay. And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
sharing my screen. I hope you're able to see it. Let me know once you're able to
So
see it.
every day our meetings will be on Zoom.
Yeah, everything will be on Zoom and every session will be recorded. And Shravani will be sharing you the recordings for you to go through again. And also we'll be sharing you some documents and references what we are sharing in this call will be shared to you, and you can also be able to refer it up later.
Okay.
And Abhi, the good thing is like, this call will be a one-to-one for you. So, Adiba, and I'm 100% sure, like, you would be able to learn a lot. And my complete focus time will be on you. And so you're always, you can utilize the session as much as you could. And I'm 100% sure at the end of the session, right, you
So
should
are
be.
we directly going into Scrum Master? Because the person I spoke to last time, he told me that we cannot go into Agile directly. So we need to learn Waterfall, SDLC,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
do project managers do, and then later
Yeah.
on we
Yes,
get
yes,
into the.
yes. We would go through the traditional development, that is the waterfall. So I just
Uh-huh.
tweak the syllabus a little bit. I don't want to put so much of depth in waterfall, but I'll just give you an insight of what waterfall do, what we do in waterfall, and just
Okay.
hold on for a while. I'll walk through the syllabus, and whatever doubts you have, we'll go and revisit it again. So it's not an issue at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you do
So
trainings here, or you already work 9 to 5 as a.
I do both.
Okay. So you're professionally a Scrum Master or a different field?
I am a kind of an agile delivery lead. So like
Okay.
agile coach,
Scrum Master has good future, right? I mean,
it has an excellent future. And
better job opportunities.
yeah, and you are in US, so and you're starting your career as a Scrum Master. It can make I mean getting a job and also good future secured, I would say, because in like this is one of the most demanding roles where we can see, and people nowadays they tend to pick people with lesser experience as a Scrum Master, and there are lots of
Okay.
companies and consultants who like to pick people with lesser experience.
Yes. Okay. So you are from like where? You are from Canada?
No, I'm from India.
Oh, okay.
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 Yeah. Okay. And I work for US clients, US and Europe clients.
Okay. So you work basically for a US based company, I guess.
That's right. Yeah.
India is also growing, like from Hyderabad.
No, I'm from Chennai.
Okay. Because I heard that like Hyderabad is becoming next top IT.
Okay. See, when it comes to to be very fair with you, to be, coming down to the cost cutting and all, everyone feels like, India's
Okay.
always a better market by delegating the business over here.
So how long is this training? I mean, is it like a month or
Yeah,
20 days or
it should be around a month, Aliba,
okay.
and yeah, we'll be going through a lot. Okay. Okay, we'll
Okay.
just start it with, we'll just quickly run through what the syllabus are going to talk about and what we're going to
Okay.
learn. Okay. First thing we'll do is we'll go through an introduction to Agile and Scrum. Like we'll learn about like, what is Agile, and before Agile, what was that? The traditional development, the waterfall,
Mm-hmm.
and what were the problems with the traditional development. And then we'll talk about more in the Agile, like Agile manifesto, the principles behind the Agile. And also we'll also talk about the frameworks like Scrum, Kanban, Nexus. What are the frameworks in Agile? We'll quickly walk through these frameworks in Agile and why people prefer using a Scrum. And then there are a set of certifications. I'll give you a glimpse of what these certifications are. Okay.
Okay.
And apologies. Next, we'll go through the Scrum roles. We'll talk about, like, who are the stakeholders, what are the roles in the Scrum. We'll talk about the stakeholders. We'll look at, what is the Scrum life cycle. And there are a couple of roles in Scrum, like, a Scrum Master, a product owner, and the development team. We'll talk about them. And then we'll talk about the prioritization, and then we'll talk about the Scrum life cycle. And we also talk about what does a Scrum Master do and what he should not do, and how to build a team and role of a manager, etc. After that, you have something called a work classification in Scrum. How you handle a work in Scrum, and what are the different types of works, and what are the prioritization techniques, and how you craft a working agreement with the team. And there is something called definition of done and definition of ready. This is something again we'll talk. And after that, you have Scrum ceremonies where you will be talking about. Okay, Scrum ceremonies. There are a couple of ceremonies in Scrum. Okay. And what we will be talking about is how we time box a sprint. Now, what is an advantage of time boxing, and what do you mean by time boxing, and what is a release? And you talk about factors in selecting a sprint duration and intensity of work, and how does what are all the things you look into a sprint, like no changes in a sprint, or if there are any changes, how you handle it, what are scope creeps, and then couple of ceremonies like daily scrum, sprint review, sprint retrospective, and how to make these things effective. And then you have something called
Okay.
artifacts. Artifacts is the documents what we use. You have something called product backlog. You have something called sprint backlog. And then you have something called user story, story card information, and how you write a good user story, how you split a user story, etc. So this would be mostly talking about the user stories, and the before thing will give you an idea how the you will talk more about, other than user story, what other things you drill down to see how the work has been managed, and then you will be crafting working agreements, etc. And next thing you will be working through would be on the Scrum best practices. So there are a couple of best practices in Scrum that you do a code refactoring, and then you do a pair programming, continuous integration, and okay, small things. I hope I'm not all this information not overwhelming to you, but just have a glimpse. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do a test-driven development, and we do an ETDD. And what is the TDD? I mean TDD, and again definition of term, etc. Then there's something called the Scrum planning, but I can also put it in a different way. But again, just to give you a what and all the planning we do, what and all set of plannings we do. Okay, so so usually Agile is a methodology which is used for a software development. Okay. And in this
Okay.
methodology, Scrum is a framework which supports what are Agile principles. Okay. Scrum is one of
Okay.
the framework which supports the Agile principles. That's it. And similarly, like
Okay.
Scrum, there is something called Kanban, Scrumban, etc. Okay. And
Okay.
so most of the companies use Scrum because they feel it is more efficient and they are able to see the work very quickly. Now, I'll give you a quick glimpse. Okay, what is the difference between a Scrum and maybe an Agile and a waterfall? Okay, so first, now
And
just
what is the difference between a project manager and a scrum master, basically?
yeah, I will come to that as well. Now, first I'll talk about Agile and waterfall, the traditional method. Okay, in waterfall, there used to be five cases of things. I mean, five levels of workflow or a life cycle. You can say one is the requirement gathering. Next one is the planning. Again, this is just a demo class. I'll go in detail such that you can. I'll walk through a set of slides such that you are able to see it even in a pictorial.
Yes.
Okay. So if you see on the different levels, you have something called the gathering, you got the requirement gathering, you got the planning, And then you have something called the designing, then you got something called testing, then you got release, and then you got maintenance, and then you come back to the same. So during every level in waterfall, you'll be focusing only on that level. You won't be doing any other activity. When I'm doing the
Okay.
requirement gathering, the requirement gathering will be happening. None other than other activity will be happening. Now just imagine I'm doing a requirement gathering before a year, 3 months. Okay. Let's say last year, January, I'm doing the requirement gathering. And I'm doing the development after the next 3 months. I'm doing the testing after the next 3 months. And I'm releasing the product after a year. Now, the time I've gathered the requirements and the time I'm releasing the product, there should be an immense change in the technology and also in the requirements, right? Like not in the requirements, in the, let's say there will be an upward or a big trend movement on how the things were before and here and now.
Yes.
So what is happening is my customers, okay, first thing, as a company, I won't be in par with the trend as my requirements. I'm doing something which I planned before a year, which was in trend before a year, but I'm not in par with the current trend. So that was the problem with what. Whereas in Agile, what you do is you release a product very frequently, and you're not gonna sit for 3 months in requirement gathering. You're not gonna sit for 3 months in designing something. What do, you pick up something, a work, and then you time box that work. Let's say you do a frequent time boxing an event, let's say an incremental way. So every 2 weeks, you decide what you're gonna do, and you develop, you pick up a work, what can be developed in 2 weeks, you do it, you share it to the customer, you get the feedback, you do it again, you keep refining it again. So by doing that, first thing, my item to the market, my product to the market is very soon, and I'm in trend with the current, happening in the market. So that is why people started to go for Agile. I'm not going to sit for 3 months or 6 months in one phase, whereas all my phases I'll be putting down in a particular time box, say 1 month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then I'll be, doing everything in a very shorter span, and I'll be releasing a product. So my time to market becomes very quick. So this is what generally Agile does. Now you have an idea what we're talking about?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now coming to the Scrum planning, there are,
So, like this Scrum planning, Scrum estimation, like how many topics we have for this?
we have around, there is a lot, but don't worry, it won't be boring as how you see. We can make it interesting.
So every day we will be covering like one topic.
Yeah, that's true. More than one or two. And
Okay.
don't worry, you'll also have some
Because
assignments.
you're showing me so many topics, I'm getting panicked.
No, no, no. Don't say again. I told you, right. This session is one-to-one. It will be customized for you, Adiba, and you don't need to worry. We'll ensure, like, at the end of the all these sessions, you
So
understand what.
by end of this training, if I have to do like I can I can give interview by myself and handle projects by myself.
Yes.
Okay. But the in the job requirements they will give different technical words, right? The risk, Jira, something like that. So we will be able to do that as well. I mean, I
Yes.
don't know, I don't have experience in that,
No,
but
so
like I heard.
that's what I put in the last tools used for this Scrum walkthrough of Jira, Confluence using filter and help preparing reports.
So we don't know, I mean I personally don't know what tools to
I know.
use, so we will
Um,
be using like
yeah.
those tools in the
Yes.
training as
Yes.
well.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
See, at the end, I don't want you to, spend a month of training and then leave you handicapped somewhere, right? That is not
Yeah,
my
that's right.
intention. So
I need to gain at least that knowledge so that I crack the interview and work like on the projects basically.
definitely. So that is our intention, Adiba.
Okay.
Okay. We will go through a couple of interview questions like what
So
after.
if I don't have like experience, so this is important that I market my profile with somebody else, right?
So
Since
this is what
we
you
are
have to
getting
do. This is what you have to go do. Like, you have to put some experience that you worked in India as a Scrum Master.
okay.
I'll be very honest with you. Like, at least you need to
Yeah, because nobody will believe if I
correct.
put these all things that I know. They
That,
need something experience
that's right.
in order for them to take.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And what else we have is we have monitoring Scrum projects, like, what are the different metrics we use. And everything will be on Jira, which I will teach you how to look at the chart, what and all the different charts you use, etc.
So every company use this
Every company
Jira
uses
itself.
it. Almost every company uses it.
You know better because you work on this.
See, Jira is something, some company use Azure, okay, but many companies,
Azure.
yeah, yeah. So in case
Okay.
if we do not know Azure, that's okay. You can say Jira is what I know, and Azure and Jira are almost similar.
Similar. Okay.
Yeah. So Jira is something like, almost every company uses, and also, okay. And next thing, what we'll be looking at is, Scrum advanced concepts. That is something called SAFe. Okay. So we'll be looking at, have you heard about SAFe? Scaled Agile. Uh, uh, did you go through somewhere Scaled Agile?
What?
Scaled Agile. Um,
No.
okay. So this is something like, since you are looking for an opportunity in US, many company in US follow Scaled Agile. That also I'm giving you I will tell you what is it about SAFe. Okay. And also to give you a quick glimpse. See, Scrum is when you're doing a team level Scrum, team level Agile, it becomes a Scrum. Okay. When you
Okay.
do when you do it in large organization with multiple teams involved, then it becomes, people start following a safe scaled Agile.
Okay.
Okay. And there are some levels of safe which I'll be helping you and I'll be teaching on those. The last but not the least, we'll talk about the tools which were used for Scrum, and I'll give you a walkthrough and I'll give you some assignments of how to do some work in Jira and in Confluence.
Okay.
Okay. And if
Okay.
I'm not wrong, you had shared some JD with my consultant saying like, these are the JDs which have been regularly you shared, and you wanted to go through and you want to ensure like, all these things you are very much aware what is being put in the JD, right?
Now, what is put in what?
In JDs, job descriptions for Scrum Masters.
Oh, yes, yes. So basically, um, the job description which I shared is the recent, like what required. I mean, what job requirements up to date, like what they are following. So depending on that I've sent, like I need to cover these kind of topics so that I end up applying because I have to apply a mid level job itself, not like an entry level as a Scrum Master.
That's
So the
correct.
mid level and senior level is fine, and then I need to put the experience from India and a little bit in US also. So that's why I wanted to learn advanced level itself. So that's why I've shared the job details
Okay.
just for you to know that I might be applying for these kind of jobs.
Okay, makes sense. Like, I'm very much happy, like, you've done your own research and then you're trying to understand what is there in the market rather than blindly
Yes.
coming and going for a training. So I'll ensure one thing, like, whatever gone through in the JD, you will be, very much educated in the session. And also during
Yeah.
the end of the training, we can revisit
Because
all
in
the
the
JDs.
job descriptions also we just have to follow like past 6 months or 1 year what is trending in the market.
That's
So
correct.
depending on that, I I gave you like 3 job descriptions.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
moving forward, if I am marketing my profile, if I come across something, I'll share with you so that we know what I have to face at the end.
Makes sense.
Okay.
This would be something, the JD what you shared would be something, common across our profile. And probably you will see a difference in the technology. Maybe some folks will be asking you, preferred having a Scrum Master working in a Salesforce or a SAP or some different technology. That is the maximum difference you'll be seeing, but again, that will be a preferred one.
Yes.
And also, I'll tell you one beauty of a Scrum Master. See, Scrum Master is a
Okay.
person, is the only person, he can work across different technologies and different domains.
Okay. What I was told with my friends was like you have to become a business analyst first,
No,
then the project manager,
no,
and then the scrum master. So I was like, oh my god, I have to wait like 5-6 years to become a
no,
scrum master.
no. It's
Like,
not like that. No, that's a wrong myth, I would say. Apologies. But
okay.
yeah, you don't need to be a BA. Okay. So BA and to be honest, BA would also be called as a product owner. So the product owner and the Scrum Master will be working in parallel on shaping the business needs.
Yeah, the requirements.
Yeah, the requirements. Okay.
Okay.
And so usually the product owner is the captain of the ship. He would decide and he would say, this is what the product team wants. And Scrum Master is the person who ensures like, everything is being done by the team
Okay.
and the team is able to do without
So
any.
scrum master comes above project managers.
Okay. So the project manager is someone who would be dealing up in the waterfall. Okay. And
Okay.
where the Scrum Master is someone who comes in the Scrum team. Okay. And the main difference between the project manager and Scrum Master is, okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, okay, the project manager, right? He will be taking care of the billing. He'll be taking care of, he'll be involved. I would say now I told you different phases, right? He'll be involved in all the phases. Okay. And there will be a project manager for the whole program, what they're working. And he'll be also taking care of, the resource management. And he will also be, he could be I would also say he might be a techie or he might be a QA tech lead who is becoming, a project manager. Whereas a Scrum Master in person, he becomes a liaison where he works with the team to ensure the team is his completely focus will be only with the team deliverables and nothing else.
Right now the market is so complicated here in America that they want everything as a scrum master itself. They don't want to hire a BA, PM, and then a scrum master.
See,
They
it
just wanted to
depends.
go ahead with the scrum master
See,
itself.
not every company does that, but always it is sometimes the company feels it's good to have, but not every company says that.
Yeah, because of the, I don't know, 2024 is like too hard to get into the job market, but yes.
See, I would tell lots of things are there. Okay, Adiba, to be honest. So if first thing is our salary also matters because I had seen Scrum Masters who get around uh $200,000 plus with a couple of experience on entry level Scrum Masters, they go for a lesser pay. And always people prefer folks having lesser pay, right? And if someone is paying a Scrum Master with a lot of money, they would be definitely expecting lots of skill set from them.
Yes, of course.
So even the pay matters, and that's why I was confidently saying, like, as an entry level, you should be able to crack it very soon.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can crack mid senior level also, right?
Yeah. So mid-senior level, I would say to start with, like, let's see how it goes and have your goal for mid-senior level, but be happy to pick up even if you get an entry level Scrum Master.
Yeah, I mean, I am okay with that, but then the place where I have to market my profile, they were telling that. there are no much opportunities with the entry level, but they need a skilled person. So
Okay,
go ahead and
so Aniba,
learn
this is what I would
further.
suggest. Like, have a very strong LinkedIn profile and start making a good profile right away, and have a good resume. And probably in the mid of the course, once you're a little confident, we'll start floating your profile, and we will have a good resume crafted, and then you can start attending it, and you'll get a confidence of what is happening around. And also, I will tell you one
Okay,
more
you
thing.
guys do that?
See, I can help you in crafting your resume. Like, I can give you some tips how the resume to be done. And we can do it.
Honestly, by this training, we can apply by myself also. I mean, we can put the experience
Yes,
from India, and but
yes,
I
yes,
just need the guidance how to do
yes, yes,
things,
yes, yes,
because
yes, yes.
I don't mind starting from entry level, but I am more focused on, like, see, I'm learning new things. I'm training for this. I want to crack interview by myself, and I wanted to get into job by myself and work by myself. That's the main goal. I'm not greedy about the money or something like that. I'm more focused on learning the technology, because by entry level to mid senior or senior level, by end of like around 5 years down the lane, maybe I'll be earning some good money. But right now I'm focusing on getting a job itself. So
I
I
told
just
you.
need the guidance, because in IT, seriously, I have like zero experience. So that's why I'm literally confused, like what to do.
Don't need to worry. You would come to the shape at the end of the training, Adipa. And that's why,
Okay.
you went all this training. Okay. So, as this being the first day of the session, I'm not going to overwhelm you with so much of topics. But tomorrow it will be a little overwhelming. I'll be walking through some of the slides, and we will be talking more about what is Agile, and what are the principles behind Agile, etc. There are some things which you need to by heart and have it in your mind always. Okay, there are some
Yeah.
theories which we have to learn, and then you need to give a deep dive on the theories, why and what they mean, and that and how it has been practically put in use. So in the next sessions, we'll be talking more about that, and we will slowly pick up the things.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm wrapping the session now, and from tomorrow we'll start having a deep dive session.
Yeah, yeah, because I thought it's from tomorrow itself, so I was prepared for tomorrow only. But
Oh,
never mind, it was nice to know. I mean, I know the topics, and we discussed a lot more topics, so that's really
yes,
helpful for me.
yeah, same here. Good to know.
That's not a problem. Tomorrow we can start. So it's like a 25 to 30-day course, right? Every day 1 hour. So you are available Monday to Friday.
That's right.
Okay, Monday to Friday.
That's right.
Done then. At my 9:30 CST,
Um,
my 9:30 PM, right?
yeah, that's right. And
Oh,
sometime I may need to push the meeting to your 8 p.m. I'll keep you posted on those kind of cases. Will that work for you?
yeah, because I just work 4 days a week. So mostly 3 days I'm at home itself. So just
Okay.
let me know, so I know that whether I'm working or not, or which day I'm working. That's the thing.
Yeah, sure. I'll keep you posted on those kind of days.
Yeah. So a day prior would be fine,
Yeah,
or
yeah. A
maybe
day prior,
if
I'll
it's,
keep you posted.
yeah, so that way I'll be prepared.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
nice talking to you.
Yeah, same here, Adiba. Thanks a lot. And thanks, Travani. You can stop the recording and we'll connect again tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
See
she will be
you.
sending me from like tomorrow every day's whatever we are learning, right? So that I have it, the recorded sessions.
Yeah, that's right. You will have something being shared.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.